Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the London Black Knights. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Throwing to start the drive. Youngblood. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. At the 29-yard line. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Flushed out right. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 27 yards there, a first down. First and 10 at the 40. So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Youngblood. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Michael Pierce.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Looking to throw. Youngblood. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Youngblood. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. 16-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. First down. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback with his first career touchdown and his first career game. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0.
to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It's John Simon with a sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Big hole to the 30. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And all the way up to the 33-yard line.
Complete to Calvin.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Third and 2, now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Pretty woeful there, just 20, 40 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
7-yard line.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, to tackle for the loss, and then right in his lap.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
3rd and 7.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. From the gun, Youngblood. He's got his man. That's Landry. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
A loss of 6 brings up second and goal at the 14-yard line.
Again, McCaffrey. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
And he'll just sit on this one as they're driving. Will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, LA! Leonard Fournette, 75 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, you know, those big defensive linemen, can he get the ball over him? You get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter.
No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, oh, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield, as we just saw there.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss
at the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw. Youngblood. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Turner. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's when you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
This throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They'll try to punch it in with 4 down. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Chargers have taken the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. There's just a test before every game. The team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only run of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On the ground, McCaffrey. Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Jaquaski Tart on the tackle. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Youngblood. That's to McCaffrey, complete. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Youngblood. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Zach Pascal, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. 3rd down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. From the gun, Youngblood. The defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
4-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just some.
This is caught inside the 15. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Chargers first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's Wilson. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Complete.
Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Down behind the line of scrimmage.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Alshon Jeffrey. Incomplete.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with a pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Wilson. Sheffield with a catch left side. 7 yards there and a first down.
Complete.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Fournette on the counter. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Again, it's Fournette. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Ball carrier.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
8-yard pickup.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Fournette, a first down carry. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
On the tackle, it's Trey Waynes.
No gain.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
At the 45-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 55 yards. And his guys are going to retake the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it again with Fournette. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
From the gun on 3rd down. Youngblood to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 now.
At the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. Youngblood firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Xavier Howard on the coverage.
And in incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Wilson. And that will not to be. It's incomplete. So he couldn't hook up. His time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back now here in London. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught at the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Charger drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. But now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. to throw again. Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
The Chargers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Wilson. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
And the Chargers first down.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they finally put it into this return. But now the ball is all the way down to the 37. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys that are out there. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Youngblood. To Boyle here over the middle. Able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
1st and goal.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. DK Metcalf. 75 yards. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. McCaffrey on the toss right. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
6 yards.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet.